10.5-inch AR pistol. First shots. Let's pretend this sight's going to be on at all. Trigger Fanatics lube. I'm ringing it every time. Nice. Good. Cool. So yes, those were the first shots through it. I actually used the first shots on a review video for Trigger Fanatics lube and cleaner, which is still lubed with it right now, fresh out of the box. What have I done to this thing to this point? And I'm gonna put as much information as I can in the description of the video for all the specifications, like what the barrel's made of and what the coating is and all this other crap, because I don't get into that on my videos. There's plenty of other videos out there that guys talk about that. But it's got the Magpul grip, aluminum upper and lower, 12-inch slanted free float handrail. It's got their PSA fluted flash can on it, not a flash hider, and it's not a suppressor of any sort. It's a flash can. I put the BCM hand stop on it. This thing is super comfortable. I really like it. Of course, it's got the SBA-3 brace on it. A couple of flip ups. The Streamlight ProTac HLX, which is my favorite rifle light of period. And then a brand new Primary Arms, their standard micro red dot. So love this thing. They're like 90 bucks or something like that, I don't know, but they're really, they seem like they're bulletproof. And the UTG flip up, UTG 3-power flip up, which I like. So let's rock and roll. Another 60 or another 30 through here. I got another 30 in my pocket. And oh, and this Blue Force Gear quick adjust sling as well. Did that chamber? It did. All right, let's rock and roll. I did not have to zero the red dot. I mean, I'll go through and fine tune it, but at 25 yards, it's hitting 10 inches. It shoots really light, like this. I mean, the 223 5.56 doesn't have much recoil to begin with, but it just has a really light, like you don't have to work at it at all. Of course, that was an Amend 2 mag, and I believe, yeah, that was full of Wolf steel case ammo. This is a DNH mag, also full of Wolf. Nice. Okay, so it does appear that the red dot is shooting a little right, so I'm going to adjust that here in a minute. But first, I want to talk about a message from our gun control sponsors. That's right, you know what I think about that shit. Love that smell. Trigger's not bad. It's got their Palmetto State's polished trigger in it, and you can get pretty quick on it. And if you got some good muzzle control, you can still stay on target with it. Got the Carpenter, what, 158, I think, Carpenter bolt. All right, that's another 60. That's 121. That's 200. No, to 180. Let's put a few more through. All right, got 30 more, and not a hiccup yet, by the way, guys. What's that, 180 rounds? First 180, I mean, I usually expect to see a malfunction or two just from the stiffness of the bolt carrier group, or springs breaking in, coatings getting in the way of stuff, too thick, you know, out of mil spec. I do have something to talk about when it comes to out of spec something though. But as far as shooting, I'm at 180 rounds right now, and I haven't had a hiccup yet. By no means does that mean I think this is a good gun yet. I don't give you those impressions until 1,000 rounds or more. Let's keep going though. Everything seems to work good. Missed. This foreend's getting hot. Whew. All right, guys, it's cooled down a little bit. I do want to show you something, and then I'm going to zero it. So I function so far 210 rounds. Function so far, I think it's functioned really well. I like the SBA-3. I've never shot anything with that on it before. It's always been the regular SB brace, but so I think one of the things that is really managing that recoil a little bit better, it's really pushing, is this flash can is really pushing it back into my shoulder real nicely. So that's nice. Now, fit and finish is where I've had a problem. The finish, and I don't see any blemishes or anything like that. The finish isn't bad. Fitment, pretty horrible. The fitment of everything with this rifle was pretty bad, and it continues to not be great. So what I had to do, what I had to do was, I don't know if you can see it, but you see the buffer tube is like a bright, shiny silver there? Well, I had to sand the buffer tube because it was sticking through the lower too far that I couldn't get this to seat. This would not seat. This came assembled. I did not do an upper lower assemblies. I can still see the daylight through there. And what I had to do was I had to put the round in and push really hard up on it in order to get the pin to start. And then at that point I even had to take my pocket knife and tap the pin in. And so now I don't have to do that as much. I can get the pin to start and it slides in, which was something that I was never able to do when I first got the rifle, because the tube was hitting the upper, and that's, you know, no good. Other than that, the finish or the fit has been great. Other than that, the handguard doesn't move, everything's tight. Again, I'm running, you know, my favorite light of all time on it. I don't like the Magpul grip. I will change out the Magpul grip. I have yet to meet a Magpul product that I really liked, other than this mag that you saw right here. I got it at the Tucson Gun Show. This was a cool company. But yeah, I have yet to meet a mag pull product that I actually like. So that'll get probably changed out to an ergo grip. I do like those, and we'll see what happens in the future with the forend. One of the problems with the flash can is that you can't run your pick rail section all the way up in here because there's not enough room between the forend and the can for the M-lock nut and bolt. They won't fit between there. So you have to run stuff back a little bit, and which is why I chose to run my light off of a rail on the top, because otherwise I was kind of grabbing the light, and that just didn't work for me. But with everything that's here, I'm able to get my light just fine. I have my rail mounted there, or my light mounted there, and I can even flip my sight down if I want to. Although I do like running with my sight up, my front sight up. I don't care about the rear sight so much. So I'm gonna see if I can sight this in a little bit real quick, and then maybe put a mag or two through it to get more, get up to about 270 rounds, 250, 270 rounds, and call this my first review of the 10.5-inch Palmetto State Armory AR pistol. All right, I got it, I think I got it zeroed. The target is 30 yards away, I guess, a little over 25, and I have it zeroed at right around 30, 35 yards, which, you know, I was watching a video about zeroing from Sean Ryan the other day, and he got me convinced that 36-yard zero is the way to go. So if you haven't seen that, check that out. But, all right, one more mag. This will be 200 total, 210, 240, 270, 270 rounds. Might make it an even 300 yet today. All right, so let's do this. Well, that sucked. That was a half pound of tannerite. Doesn't look like it went off very well though. All right. Even 300? Even 300 today? Yeah. All right. Did you miss the tannerite? No, I hit it. I hit the tannerite. It just kind of fizzled away. That sucks. All right, so the only rounds I did today that were brass were the ones in that middle finger mag pull mag. The rest has been steel case Wolf out of D&H and M2 mags. That's everything else has been out of that. So let's bring you over here. That way I can get the really cool, like, slow motion YouTube video stuff from here, right? All know how much people like that. 300 rounds, not a malfunction, through the Palmetto Start PA-15 Multi. It's their AR-15 pistol, 10.5 inches. Like I said, I'll put as much in the description that I can without getting banned from YouTube. Check it out. I think it's always on sale. I'm not sure though. I got it for a pretty decent cost. We will see you in probably a couple more thousand rounds. Thanks for listening. Don't forget to like, share, subscribe. Hit my Patreon up. It is patreon.com/RTTGunsGear, and we'll talk to you later.